Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Molly. I'm a content creator here in Austin, Texas, and I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along for a few days in my life. Pretty normal, standard days for me. Nothing crazy going on this week, but I have found I really just enjoy kind of vlogging the mundane, normal things that I am doing. Those are kind of my favorite vlogs to watch from other people, just going about regular life. So I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along on the next few days. Like I said, I'm Molly and I am just so glad you're here. I am a running content creator over on Instagram, but I talk about all the things here on YouTube. So you'll find a little bit of running, a little bit of reading, a lot of lifestyle, Disney content, all of the fun things. So if those are things that you are interested in, then definitely go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, I'm so excited to be bringing you all along for the next few days. Like I said, there's really like nothing crazy going on. I have mentioned this in other vlogs, but kind of am in the midst of just figuring out my career and next steps with jobs and whatnot. So kind of doing a little bit of that. Hopefully we'll have some web design stuff going on this week as well. But this morning I met up with a friend for coffee before work. I don't know what I was just about to say. I feel like I like stuttered over my words, but met up with one of my friends before work for coffee and didn't vlog any of that. I should have, because we went to one of the cutest coffee shops in Austin, but just got to catch up for a while. I woke up around like 5 this morning. I think Dom's alarm went off at 5. Mine went off at 5:30, but when I hear his alarm, I'm kind of already up, but stayed in bed until 5:30 and got like my workouts done this morning. I did some cross training for about an hour. Then I did strength training. I don't know what just happened. So yeah, it's been a very full morning, just knocking out some work now. And then I'm actually meeting up with a friend for yoga this afternoon, which I could not tell you the last time I went to a studio to do yoga. Probably when I lived in Dallas, which I haven't lived in Dallas since like 2019, beginning of 2020. So it has been at least 4 years since I have gone to a yoga class. I think we're going to Black Swan. I honestly can't even remember, but we were just trying to find a time to catch up. And she said she always goes to this yoga class. So I was like, okay, I'll come with you. Like we all know I need more yoga in my life. So I've got that going on this afternoon. Don't really know what to expect. Obviously, I won't vlog at all in the class. I always feel like that is like so weird when people film in classes because there's other people in the background. But yeah, I've got that going on. I need to place like a grocery order because Dom and I were out of town this weekend and haven't had a chance to like catch up on all that stuff. But it should be a really fun, kind of just like normal next few days of my life. And I'm excited to bring y'all along. I just wrapped up work and did a quick grocery run, which I will get into the plan for the week. Just went and picked some stuff up quickly after yoga, which let me tell you, it's very clear to me and probably everyone else in there too that I have not done yoga in a long time. I definitely haven't gone in at least 4 years, and I literally was sweating within like 15 minutes as much as I would be if I was outside on a run. So I sweat a ton. It was really good. Will I be back? I do not know, but I am very glad I went. Great to see my friend. And yeah, just did a quick little grocery pickup. Typically, we try and plan out our meals for the week on Sunday and do the groceries either Sunday night or Monday morning. And honestly, we have been killing it the past few weeks with our meal planning and not eating out as much. So I'm very proud of us, but I just like could not get myself to plan meals for this week. And I feel like past few weeks, we've kind of just been doing mostly the same stuff just because they've been so good. But I was like, I'm not really feeling that. And Dom is working late a lot of nights this week. He's got a new job. I can't remember if I said that or not. So I'll just be cooking a lot of them. And I think I've also said this before, I don't love cooking meat. And so I just like didn't have it in me to find a bunch of recipes. So was just kind of thinking through some easy things to make. So I really didn't develop a meal plan. And I also don't even know if all of this is going to last for the entire week, but I thought I would just show you guys what I got and kind of talk through what I plan on making this week. Like I said, I didn't really do a full-on like structured grocery list, and some stuff is pretty random. So I got garlic powder because we needed to restock garlic powder. I think I'm gonna make crispy like oven baked tacos by Georgia, or Goodness with G. So I just grabbed some tortillas and then also got ground beef for that, as well as an onion. So we'll make that probably later this week, and we already have some cheese and whatnot. Don't know what I'm gonna cook with the chicken yet, but always good to have. I'll probably just do like a crock pot shredded chicken and then just see what else we have that can go with it. Tonight I'm doing a like cauliflower chickpea pita thing. So I got the pita for that, got the chickpeas, and I don't think, oh, and then I got the cauliflower. I would usually buy like the actual cauliflower, but I'm just feeling like tired and lazy. So I got the pre-cut stuff. Honestly, sometimes that is just like what you need to get yourself to cook something, is the stuff already being chopped. And I thought I had seen that Inside Out 2 is now on Disney Plus, but I just checked and it isn't. But I got us some candy in advance of us being able to watch Inside Out 2, and now we're not gonna be able to, but obviously we will still be eating the candy. I have been on like a York peppermint patties kick recently. I don't know why, but they're delicious, and Dom loves Twizzlers, so got Twizzlers. Got some more dish soap. We usually do Mrs. Meyer's. I have an itchy spot, so I got cortisone cream and got spinach for smoothies. Dom went out and got some fruit yesterday, so like bananas and whatnot, so just need to get spinach, and got some strawberries. I think I want to try making a strawberry matcha this week. Y'all saw me make the banana coffee last week, but I thought strawberry matcha would be fun. And then we typically eat chomps, but HEB doesn't have them, and I just need to place a separate order, but I saw they have these, which are literally so small. Like I will eat all 5 of these in one sitting, I'm pretty sure, but just got these until chomps come in the mail. Sometimes you just gotta do the best you can, and if this is what is going to prevent us from eating out like the next few meals, just doing like super basic things, then I consider that a win. Like I said, we were really good about that the past few weeks, but I'm definitely trying to cut down on the amount that we are just going to pick up food because we're like feeling lazy or tired. So these meals should be pretty easy, pretty simple, nothing that's going to take like a lot of energy and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and get to cooking the cauliflower and chickpea thing that I am having. I don't even know exactly what it is. I just found it on Instagram, and yeah, I'll let y'all know how it is. Is a slightly bizarre angle, but we are just going with it because I am on the struggle bus this morning. Our alarm went off Dom's alarm went off at 5 a.m. Mine went off at 5:30. And I must have fallen back asleep so fast from his alarm to my alarm because I like woke up and was so confused and truly could not move, could not get out of bed. I was so tired and woke up with like a pounding headache too. So I hate mornings like that when my head is just hurting so badly. But then we snoozed until 6 and then just had a quiet time, journal a little bit. I just dropped Dom off at work, and now I'm about to head out for a run. I am running 6 miles this morning, and I've kind of got a crazy morning, so I'm hopeful that I'll have time to do strength training right after, but if not, then it's totally fine because I really need to make sure I get some work done this morning. But I have the run, and then I have laser hair removal at 10:15, and it's about like 20 minutes away, and then I have to hurry back for therapy at 11, so I'm going to try and leave here a little bit earlier for the laser hair removal, just in the hopes of like getting in and getting out faster. It really doesn't take that long, but sometimes she's just like a little bit behind, and that just can't happen today. So this morning's gonna be like go, 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 and hoping that the run helps my headache. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes like if I wake up with a headache, going on a run actually really helps, and other times it just amplifies it. So that is what is going on this morning. It's gonna be a little bit hectic. Just got done with my marathon of a morning. I ended up getting to the laser hair removal place a little bit early, and I think I said this, but like it really does not take that long. But of course, I get there early and they're having issues with the machine, so I just like sat there for 20 minutes, and I was like starting to get so nervous because the place is like a little bit farther away, and I was like, I don't have time because I have something like right at 11. But luckily, they ended up getting it working like right then and there, and yep, got it done. I'm on like my seventh or eighth. I think my seventh, sixth or seventh. I think my seventh. I'm on like my seventh time, and it is painful, but it has definitely been worth it. So if you've been considering it, it was one of those things that I considered for years. And then I guess I go every like 6 weeks. So I think at the end of last year, beginning of this year, I was like, all right, I just got to bite the bullet and I'm going to go. So glad I've been going, but the process just takes a while. Not the actual like process, but just like months of having to go. Kind of just takes a while. So I'm ready to be done. I think I only have like a couple more sessions. Hurried back for therapy. Got here 2 minutes before I was supposed to log on. Had a great session. I mentioned, the process of like starting with my therapist and, just like all of that process and just like the anxieties of starting with a new therapist. But I love her so, so much. I definitely still get like a little anxious beforehand. I don't know why, but I don't know. I just do. And then by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with you. Like, she is so great. Have learned so much. And just, yeah, I feel like I've really learned a lot about myself in the past like 2 months that I guess I've been going now. So yeah, I'm really thankful that that was another one of those things that had been on my list and I just kept putting it off every single month because of money, time, energy, whatever. And so I'm really glad I decided just to like commit myself to going and made that commitment to myself. That's kind of what's been going on. It's been just a kind of a chaotic morning and have felt like I've had a lot of work. I just published a site for my friend, which is so exciting to finally get that up. And then I'm about to start working on a website for another girl who reached out to me. So I'm super excited about that. I'm so excited to create one for someone who I like just met. And I just I know how exciting it is to finally be getting a website and like everything that goes into it. And so I'm just so excited to help other people bring that to life. And so I'm going to be working on that for a lot of this afternoon. I feel like I've just got so many emails that I have just been putting off. And so same with text. Oh my gosh, I literally didn't answer text this weekend when we were out at the beach and get back and had like over 30 texts. They were not group texts, like just individual. So yeah, I have a lot of like techie things that I just need to put my head down and get done. So it's going to be a busy afternoon. I'm going to go pick Dom up in a little bit, and then I'm actually going to go and meet one of my friends to work at a coffee shop together. I actually haven't had any coffee today, so I might end up getting a cup of coffee, which will probably keep me up later. So TBD, but yeah, always nice to get out of the house and go and work with a friend for a little bit. I literally fell off the face of the planet yesterday, and I am so sorry. I meant to vlog when I was at coffee with my friend, but honestly, I was like in the zone with work and totally forgot that I was in the middle of vlogging my day. So no shots from that. And then Dom and I, like, surprise, surprise, we went to Barnes & Noble. What is that, like, TikTok audio? It's like, surprise, surprise. That's always what I feel like I hear in my head whenever we go to a bookstore. When Dom and I first started dating, he was not a reader, and honestly hasn't really even been a reader until this past year. So it's like so fun to me that now he enjoys going to bookstores with me. So anytime he says he wants to go, I'm like, yep, we're going, which I needed to buy, or I wanted to buy. Never need to, but wanted to buy some other books anyways. So I'll show y'all what I got in a little bit just later today. It's like 8 o'clock right now. I've been up since 6:30, but I'm still in bed. I have not wanted to move. Yesterday, like literally around like 7:30, we were both like, I could go to bed right now. Like, I literally could fall asleep right now. And we were at Barnes & Noble at that point. So we ended up getting home at like 8 and got in bed and fell asleep probably before 9. Like, I was just so tired. So luckily I'm feeling a little bit better this morning, but just like didn't feel like getting up and at 'em. And since I have cross training today, I didn't need to get outside early to beat the heat. And also there's like a weird Wi-Fi power outage going on right now. It started happening, or it happened last night. It was very weird when it happened. It was like I heard this like low sizzle, and then all of a sudden like anything that was plugged in like turned off and then turned back on, and now haven't had Wi-Fi since then. So even working right now is just a little questionable. I could use my hotspot, but it is not working that great, and Dom has the car today, so I'm a little bit stranded. I also like clearly have morning voice. I have not talked to this morning. But yeah, that is what's going on. So I think I'm going to finally drag myself out of bed and get downstairs to the gym. I've got 50 minutes of cross training. I think I'm just going to do the elliptical. I might do the bike, but I'll probably just do the elliptical. And I usually just like catch up on YouTube, and there are a few new videos that I want to watch. So it'll make the elliptical great. And I like half-assed 10 minutes of strength training yesterday, so I might do a more full rounded, give it a little bit more effort of some strength training and do like legs and glutes and all that good stuff. So that is where we're at this morning, and I'm feeling a little bit groggy, but I think it is going to be a good day. And I don't know if you've been able to see this in other clips in my videos, but if you're wondering what this is, my sister this past weekend was like, did you cut yourself on your nose? What is that? And I'm like, I wish I could say that's what it was. If you have watched other videos, other vlogs, and then you probably saw me when I like noticed that I had like a red spot on my nose, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to get that checked out. And it's a good thing that I did. I had a feeling it was not a normal red spot, and yeah, it's a lesion. It's like a pre-cancerous lesion. Not fun, but I just like had a feeling when I was going into the dermatologist that I was gonna get some not so great news. So they like sprayed like a nitrogen, I don't know, on it last week when I was there. It really hurt, and she said it would make it like extra red and scabby, which it is right now, for about 2 weeks, and then it'll fall off, and then I've got to go back in October to see if it healed. So that's what it is. It kind of just looks like a scab. Let me be your reminder to wear sunscreen, especially if you are like me and you are pale and have freckles. I feel like I'm pretty good about wearing sunscreen, but obviously there are definitely times that I don't wear it, and my nose is always like, if I get really sunburned somewhere, it's usually my nose, and I'm paying for it now. So I'm obviously praying it doesn't turn into anything worse. She didn't seem that concerned, which is why I'm like not that concerned. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's go work out. I just made the most delicious lunch ever. It is oven baked tacos. I'm pretty sure the other day I was also making a recipe from Georgia, but these are also a recipe from Georgia. So I just love her. I love her recipes. I feel like they're so simple. We went to Barnes & Noble last night, and I told you I would give y'all just like a mini haul. I really have to practice self-control whenever I go to the bookstore. Like, I have so many books here. I can get books on my Kindle. I do need to renew my library card still, so I have been buying all my books, but that's, on my list of things that I need to do. But I could just buy like 1,000 books. I love books so much, but I ended up only getting 3. That I was like very proud of myself, and had a $25 gift card. So it was basically like I only bought 1. So it's great. It was a great night. The first one is the sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I just started reading that this past weekend. I literally read it within like 24 hours because it was so good. It was giving me Pretty Little Liars vibes, which like I have never been much of a TV show watcher, even like growing up and in high school. I just didn't watch that many shows. But PLL, that was my show. Loved it so much. So the entire time I just like had those vibes, and I knew it was a Netflix show. I haven't seen anything about the show, but I wanted to read that book before I started to watch the show, and now I think I'm going to try, I don't know if the show is based off of just the first one or if it includes the second books, but got this one, and I have a feeling that my plans for Saturday, it's reading this. Then one that I hadn't seen anything on, it's called The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. Don't really know anything about it. I always try and do like a quick Goodreads / Amazon search to see like if the rating is around like above like 3.8 or above is usually what I will go for, but it looked so good, but it looked so fun and like a really fun concept, like plot for a book that I haven't read before. So basically these two characters live together, except for they've never met. She unexpectedly needs to go and find a new place to live really fast, and so she like answers an ad in like a newspaper, and I believe she works during the night and he works during the day, and so their paths just like never cross, but they start to write notes to each other, just starting with like, hey, these are my leftovers, or like, hey, this is how we're gonna do the trash, whatever, and then the notes just like evolve and they start to fall in love with each other. I can't talk. But they never met. So sounds really fun. And then this last one, actually one of my best friends was reading it like 2 years ago whenever we were in Oklahoma City, but it's called The Stationery Shop. And I just remember her raving about it. And ever since then, it's kind of been in the back of my mind. It is historical fiction, which I don't typically read. I couldn't tell you the last time I even tried to read historical fiction. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to give this one a try. And I also know that this author, I think I might mispronounce her name, but Marhan Kamali, I believe she's coming out with another book pretty soon. It has either already come out or it's coming out soon. So I figured it was a good time to go ahead and try The Stationery Shop. So those are the 3 books that I got. Again, I really practiced self-control. I could have bought so many other ones. And then I just started last night. I read like 3 pages. We were so tired, but I started Done and Dusted, which I picked up in the last vlog that I did. I told you I am like always shopping for books. I'm like, don't know what to do? Let's go to a bookstore.